I'm Amidea. I'm the North Central Region Education Specialist for the Pennsylvania Fish and Boat Commission, and I work with the Trout in the Classroom program statewide, as well as help to implement the family fishing programs, fly fishing programs, boating and paddling programs, and other educational programs within schools. What we do as Region Education Specialists benefit the resource and what we're doing to protect that resource as an agency by helping to introduce the current and future anglers to our resources by way of fly line and or bait line. Even when we're out there and doing paddling programs, we are helping to encourage those individuals not only by connection to that resource, the excitement of it, but also by sharing that resource with other anglers, future paddlers that are coming down that waterway. We help to instill that education and that excitement in being out there and fishing and connecting with nature. So in our sense, when we're out there educating and working with individuals, that line is more than just a connection to a reel or a rod or that person. That line is connecting those individuals to that local resources and understanding that we need to have that cold, clean water out there for them to enjoy. Everybody wants to get away from the hustle and bustle. Those fly lines, those bait lines, and those paddles are a way for that individual to really let loose, enjoy that resource, but also help to protect that resource. The Region Education Specialist positions across the state not only work on the level of providing skills and tools for anglers and boaters, but we also help to do instructor programs, boating water safety awareness, basic boating, fishing skills. We, in addition to the instructor classes, then provide educational materials for teachers to bring into their classroom, that education on boating, the education on fishing, and all of the wildlife that are incorporated into those water resources on a statewide level through the PLAY newsletter. That's Pennsylvania League of Angling Youth newsletters. In addition to the publications, we provide the excitement, the on-the-ground excitement when we're out there on the streams, working with families, teaching them how to fish. That comes into YouTube forum, the Facebook forums, anything on our website. In addition to the media, we then pull that all the way back up to very large events that are put on a statewide level. The Mentored Youth Days, another way for you as a parent or grandparent or other guardians or neighbors to take their youth out fishing once a year. And all you need is a fishing license and a trout stamp to take that youth out fishing before anybody else gets onto that stream. We have the family fishing festivals that we do across the state in certain regions where we get out and we invite everybody to come out, no license needed, no equipment needed, no bait needed, and we help you and your family, your neighbors and your friends get onto those waterways and fish. So if we're looking at the entire world of fishing and what Fish and Boat Commission does, the education realm helps to connect everything that we do, from the biologist standpoint to our habitat management sections, to our fish hatcheries, to our water quality specialists, to the folks that work on the shad. We pull everything together to help you know what we do across the state, whether it is enhancing our waterways with our biologists keeping tabs on everything, with our law enforcement out there to make sure that everybody is helping one another and not hurting one another. So we have lots of opportunities across the state, not just on education level, but on every single level that we have in the Fish and Boat Commission. In some of our fishing skills programs, and specifically the fly fishing, we work on everything from how to put the gear together, why the fly line works the way that it does, how you put it onto the reel, how you string up your own rod, in addition to tying knots, learning all about the aquatic insects, what types of flies imitate those insects, and then we put it all together on water. And that's when you take your casting, all of the new knowledge you have of your fly fishing gear, get out onto the stream and try your hand at catching one of our wild trout stream browns or brookies. I see our position in all of the education programs that we provide, whether it be fly fishing, spin fishing, paddling programs, as an opportunity for us to reach out to future anglers, current anglers, share with them the tools that they can then take out and enjoy that sport and not have to rely on others when they break off a hook or if they've lost a paddle, what to do. So we provide those tools to make them more of a competent angler and paddler, a more confident angler and paddler. And when they have that, they can then share not only the excitement of these sports, whether it's fishing or paddling, but they can also share those tools so that the other individuals, whether it's other youth in their family, other family members, maybe folks that just retired and they want to get into something new, they're able to share those tools that will help them to be self-reliant. And when you're self-reliant, you have that chance to enjoy the resource that much more and that much longer. Those of us that don't have the time these days, when we have 45 minutes to 50 minutes, each of the tools we provide, whether it be for ethics or techniques, it's a way for you to get out there and enjoy that resource in a shorter period of time and have a really, really great and exciting time out there together. What's amazing about the Class A wild trout streams in Pennsylvania is that you can fish these waters year-round for brown trout and brook trout. And when you're out there and you're catching and releasing, if you're fly fishing, you're providing that opportunity for that trout to then reproduce and provide more wild trout opportunities for you in the future. The Class A wild trout streams, being as pristine as they are, they're there to support a naturally reproducing trout, whether it's the brown trout or our native and our state fish, the brook trout. These streams are something to be cherished. As a Class A wild trout stream, it's a new connection for you. We can go out and we have a fantastic time fishing our stocked waters, but if you want an interesting challenge and a stream to kind of get away from everything and still catch amazing trout on so many different varieties, whether it's artificial lures or flies, you can come out, let everything go, and completely lose yourself in some of these Class A wild trout streams. They're your connection to not only today, but yesterday and our future for clean water in Pennsylvania. So if you take the understanding of the resources, the fact that we need good, clean, cold water for our fishing resources, whether you're looking at warm waters or cold waters, and then you take that, combine it with the skills that are provided at some of our education programs, as well as the understanding and manners and appreciation of those resources, you take everything and ball it all up together. You now have an angler that can not only pass those skills on to others, whether it's youth or maybe it's their friends and family. You now have an angler that will be out there and be an advocate for continuing the protecting, conserving, and enhancing of Pennsylvania waterways, and most importantly, sharing that passion and excitement for getting out there and utilizing those resources.